Hi there, I'm Christina from hairstyle, and this video has made me feel better about washing my hair. You'll see what I mean in a minute. My whole energy has changed, my whole mood has changed, and I want to show you some really simple and easy tips for washing your hair that doesn't make it seem like a massive chore. If you're after some more curly or wavy hair tutorials, check the description below, and also head to hairstyle where I've got a whole curly hair section. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more curly hair videos as well. All right, let's get started. I am trying to embody the energy that I just had with fresh, clean hair, because when it's feeling like it is now, oh, it's such an effort. Like, I have to remind myself that it doesn't take as long as I think it's going to, as you've seen already, and to remind you that even if you're feeling like you don't want to do it and it's like such a pressure, because I mean, just washing my hair normally is a big deal and a lot of stress. Not a lot of stress, it's just a lot of effort. But filming it for you, I feel like there's a lot more pressure that it has to be a perfect finished style, but it's not going to be. It's going to be easy and fun. This is a real way that I wash my hair, and I'm going to show you what we're starting with, which is this bun that has been in my hair for a very long time. I just kind of keep brushing the front and putting the rest of it up in here, so there's a few knots in the back here. It all needs a good wash, and I can't wait to lose all this loose hair, get freshened up, and come back with some easy styling tips so we can make every wash day a bit easier, because it doesn't have to be so hard. When you're in the shower and washing your hair, you don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need a ton of products. A good shampoo, making sure that you're really massaging your scalp and lifting up any leftover product buildup, and just making sure that your scalp is feeling fresh and clean. And then followed with a hair mask or a deep conditioner. I really like to swap a mask for my conditioner to keep it really quick in the shower, and that really helps boost that moisture into my hair, especially when it was looking like it did at the beginning. If you're watching this and don't feel like washing your hair, let this be your reminder, and a reminder to myself that it is always a good idea to wash your hair, because I already feel like so much lighter, my scalp feels better, such a good feeling. So wash your hair, it's a good idea. But let's continue with tips for washing your hair, making it really, really simple. So one thing I like to do is wear like a little hair turban to keep my hair up and out of the way. It's also helped to come back with a little bit of makeup on, feeling a little bit brighter, but it has meant that my hair is now too dry to style. That's one problem I have with these hair turbans a little bit. You can't wear them too long. I find the microfiber absorbs too much water. They're too effective. And so when I'm styling my hair curly, I do like it to be a lot wetter. And so having a little water spray bottle, or just re-wet your hair under the tap or under the shower, whatever's easiest for you. But you do want your hair to not be dripping wet, but definitely full of water. You want to keep that moisture in your hair while you're styling. Now, next step in my simple curl routine is a leave-in conditioner. I'm going to be using the Wavy priming lotion because this product smells so good. It's just lovely. It's a lot more expensive. You can use any kind of leave-in conditioner, but this one is just very lovely. I love the smell of Wavy products. And with your leave-in conditioner, I always like to think of concentrating ears down. And you might hear that a little bit. What does it mean? It means just grab all your hair behind your ears and then pull down. But also remember, if you have curly hair and you have a lot of layers and they start a little bit higher up, you want to make sure you're getting all the ends of your hair, just so that is the most place that needs the moisture. And the great thing about the leave-in conditioner is it's also going to help retain that moisture in your hair. So I can still feel that my hair is a little bit dry under here. I'm going to spray a little bit more, but applying that leave-in conditioner, you can just check that you've got enough moisture throughout your hair. The styling product I'm using today is the Bedhead Curls Rock Amplifier. I love this because it is like a 2-in-1, because it's a curl cream, but it has a little bit of gel-like hold as well. So it works to boost your curls and hold and prevent frizz as well. Now, honestly, if I was just doing a regular curly hair day, adding in some water, and I'm going to be scrunching through my styling product. And to be honest, I'd probably just leave it at that and diffuse and be done, maybe even air dry. But I am going to do a little bit of brush styling because I have a work event tonight, and I really want to make sure that it looks extra curly, and I also want to make sure that the humidity today isn't ruined, so I'm going to make sure that I really style the sort of top levels of my hair with a brush, just to kind of get a little bit more definition. So honestly, if I was doing the super easiest curl routine, I would stop here, I would scrunch in some product and diffuse and be done with it. But I'm just going to do a quick perfect curl version. Oh, perfect curl doesn't exist, but like a more defined curl version. Let's go. Okay, added to do, because I'm filming this, that I went and grabbed a towel because I know my hair color might come off on this white top. Otherwise, not necessary. Just do this in your bathroom, much easier. Now, to get super defined curls, this is not the quick version. The quick version, like I said, would be just to scrunch it in. But what I'm going to do is actually separate my hair into a few different layers so that I can make sure I get the styling product over all of my hair and get that definition through all. And I'm probably going to do a bit of brush styling, but I have a full video on that. If you have any more questions, let me know. I can do an extra breakdown of curl styling. But I will speed this bit up and I'll show you when I get to the top a little bit more exactly how to go. Basically, no knots around the handle. My hands are so slippery from product, and then curling it round. Scrunching it up. It's just, I mean, just going to give you the extra bit of definition. And always remember, if you are brush styling, don't brush down, brush out or up, because that will give you that lift at the roots so your hair isn't sitting flat to your scalp. But it doesn't need to be like this. This is just because I want it to look really good for an event. Okay, now I will speed up while still talking. Okay, so I've skipped ahead onto my brush styling and I've just got one section left which I want to do slowly so you can see. And I'm just mixing up a little bit of water with my curl cream because this section's got a little bit drier as I've gone through. But I like making sure that whatever curl product I'm using, I'm getting it right through from all the length of my hair. And then I'm going to start at the back here. I'm always brushing up because I don't want my hair to be sitting too flat. I love a bit of volume. And almost over directing, kind of bringing it forward so that I've got the most lift possible. And then what I do is wrap it around the handle and then twist it out through. And I end up with a really defined curl. You can twist that through again if you want, scrunch it up a little bit, however you like your hair to sit. And like I said, this is actually sort of the longer version because I really need my hair to look a certain way for today. But otherwise, just applying your styling product and scrunching through is going to be normal for a normal day. But this is a big day. So wrapping it around the handle, you want to have just the ends in the bristles just so it's holding there, letting that wrap down, and then you get a much nicer sort of twist through there. And these are shorter layers that I've got on top, which also helps to add a little bit more volume into my hair. And now this last section, I'm always asked which way you should kind of do it. I tend to part my hair here, and so that I know where the front part, but the rest of my hair I tend to style up and back so that then I can move it and wear it either side as my hair's drying. So brushing through, just keep the ends in the bristles to hold it, wrap it around the brush, and then bring the brush out to the side, looping it round. Now it's time to diffuse. Let's go. The diffuser is something all curly girls need. Unless you want to spend hours waiting for your hair to air dry, that's not me. Need it to be fast. I am a huge fan of the Dyson, and I really, really love this diffuser because it's so well designed, it doesn't blow my hair around. I'm not going to show you the whole process of diffusing my hair. It does take around 10 to 20 minutes depending on how careful I'm being, but I want to show you 3 tips to show you exactly the best way to diffuse your hair. Step number 1 is you want to diffuse the roots of your hair first. So I tend to put my hair side to side. I'm not bringing the diffuser to the ends of my hair yet. I'm trying to focus on my scalp and the back area of my head here to try and dry that first, because it does take the longest to dry. The ends of your hair will dry fastest, so you want to use your diffuser to speed up drying of the roots of your hair. So I just do that by sort of what they call hover diffusing, because you're technically just hovering around your hair. I do sometimes like to turn my head though, so that it's not flattening the top of my head, but that is what I call hover diffusing. The next thing I like to do is what's called pixie diffusing, and that is actually then when you'll focus on drying the ends of your hair. And at that point, that's when you catch your hair in the diffuser and bring it up and hold it. You don't want to be moving it around too much because that's only going to cause more frizz. But pixie diffusing is where you bring it up and hold it up against your head with all of your hair piled in there. Can help to kind of hold it in place and then lift it up like this, and then just hold it in sections. And then the third part of my diffusing that I like to do is actually flip my head upside down and really concentrate again at the backs, just the sections that I've missed, because there's always sections that I miss. But I hover, I pixie, and then I go upside down and get all the bits I missed. So let's do that now. Now, a final note on diffusing. I've pretty much dried my hair, and you have to be prepared for it to look just a little bit crazy at this point. Like, these sections are sitting strangely. I don't really know what's happening at the side here, but I like to just let my hair sit. Once I flipped it back over, it's going to look a little bit strange, but give it like 5 minutes. And I even like to leave it just a little bit longer, just to do that last little 5-10% of drying naturally, because I find it just is a little bit less frizz that way. And then I come back and just add a little bit of smoothing product on, and it's all done. But I'll use this time just to probably have some lunch. So I'll see you back in a minute. Now for my final finishing step, I'm going to take a little bit of a hair serum oil. This is the Semi-Delino Multi-Benefit Oil Curls from Alpha Puff Milano. And you only need a really tiny amount of this, which is why I love it. And work that into my hands. And what I'm going to do is split these curls up just to make my hair look a bit fuller and really define these curls. When you use a brush to style like I have here, or you have large curl clumps that are formed in your hair, you actually make your hair look thicker just by splitting them up. So I take one of these large curls that are formed like this and just separate it out, twisting it down as I go. Just twist in the same direction that you did with your brush, or that your hair is naturally curling in. And all of a sudden, from that one curl, you end up with 5 separate curls and a ton more volume. If your hair is fine as it is, you might just want to use a little bit of a hair serum or oil on the ends of your hair just to scrunch that through. But I'm definitely going to go and break up a couple of these clumps in that same way, because I love big hair. The bigger the better. Now, if you're someone who hates getting up early and doesn't want to do this process in the morning, I mean, not many of us have time to do this in the morning. What I recommend doing is doing right up until that last step where you're separating the curls at night. And then in the morning when you wake up, clip your hair up while you sleep, have a shower, and just do that final separation step and a little bit of a serum or oil just to refresh the ends of your hair. And you're set to go in the morning. I find that's a really good routine by like sleeping with my curls still in the clumps. In the morning, I just do a little bit of a twist and they're ready to go. So that is a total time saver if you're someone that likes to shower at night and wash your hair then instead. I really hope this video helped with some of your wash day stress and anxiety. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated, only as much as you want to make it. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and come over to hairromance.com where you can find more tips and tutorials for all hair types. You can also follow me at hairromance across all social platforms and have a chat with me there. Use the hashtag hairromance if you want to show me your hair as well. Have fun with your hair, and I'll see you next time. Bye.